On today's story, Africa's new oil rush, who's really in control? They once called it the curse beneath our feet, oil that made the world rich but left Africa poor. From the Niger Delta to Cabinda, from the shores of Ghana to the deserts of Libya, black gold has flowed for decades, yet the people who live above it often remain in poverty. But now, in 2025, a new oil rush is underway, and this time, the West isn't the only one knocking. China and India have joined the scramble. Their officials are signing billion-dollar deals in capitals from Windhoek to Dakar. Their oil tankers are already sailing from African ports. The question is simple: is Africa finally taking control of its resources, or are we just changing the flag on the exploitation? This is See Africa TV. We tell Africa's stories with Africa's voice. If you believe Africa must decide its own future, subscribe and share this story. Oil in Africa has never been just about energy, it's about power. For decades, Western oil giants dictated the terms. Governments got royalties, but the real profits went overseas. Communities saw their waters polluted, their lands destroyed, while faraway boardrooms celebrated record earnings. This pattern was strategic. Oil meant control over African economies, politics, and security. Leaders who challenged that order often paid a heavy price. Fast forward to today, Western dominance is being challenged. Namibia's massive offshore reserves have attracted Western oil majors, but also China's CNOOC and India's ONGC Vij. Angola's oil blocks are drawing joint bids from Asian companies. Senegal is finalizing LNG export deals with both. China's offer infrastructure in exchange for long-term supply contracts. India's offer technical training and soft loans. At first glance, competition seems like good news. But competition also brings risk, especially if leaders trade resources for short-term gain. Africa holds about 8% of the world's proven oil reserves. Namibia's new finds could make it a top 15 producer. Senegal and Mauritania's gas project will produce millions of tons of LNG a year. For China, securing African oil is survival. For India, it's insurance against Middle Eastern dependence. For Africa, it's opportunity, if the deals are fair. Critics warn, replacing one master with another changes nothing. Yes, roads, hospitals, and schools may be built, but without strong contracts, the wealth still flows out. Namibia says half of future profits will stay in country. Senegal raised its state stake in gas from 10 to 20%. Angola now publishes oil revenue reports quarterly. But these are exceptions. In many nations, deals remain secret. Beyond economics, oil shapes lives. In the Niger Delta, spills destroyed fishing for generations. In Chad, oil wealth meant more weapons, not more schools. If this new rush is to be different, communities must benefit directly, through jobs, environmental protections, and local revenue sharing. The rise of China and India in African oil is also a geopolitical shift. Washington and Brussels now see African oil as a battleground for influence. More visits, more aid packages, more promises. Africa has a rare chance. Use the rivalry to negotiate better terms. Demand not just oil money, but technology transfer and downstream industries. This new oil rush could make Africa richer, stronger, and more independent, or trap us in another cycle of dependency. The choice is in our hands. We cannot allow another century where our land bleeds wealth while our people struggle. The tankers may be foreign, but the decisions must be African. If you believe Africa must break the resource curse, share this story and keep the converse.